Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a small garden planter out of some decking timber that you can get in any builders merchants or hardware store. For this, it'll be very handy if you had an electric drill and an electric screwdriver, but it's not absolutely essential. What you will need, however, is a tri-square, some wood adhesive or glue, a measuring tape, screwdriver, pencil and a handsaw. Now you'll need some of these decking screws as well. They have a special kind of star-shaped head. But the bit for that comes in the box when you buy the screws. So this is what you're going to need to cut from your lengths of decking timber. You're going to need to cut two lengths at 65 centimeters. You're going to need to cut six lengths at 23.5 centimeters, and you're going to have to cut four lengths at 70 centimeters. The reason we cut them at 23.5 is to suit the two sets of decking that go side by side. So first of all, you want to check that your timber is square at the ends like this, and then run your measuring tape down along and just mark off at 70 centimeters, just like that. Use your tri-square then to draw the line across the timber, making sure that it's all square. As you can see here, the line is drawn. And then using your handsaw, being very careful, keeping your thumb up beside the blade when you're starting off the cut, and just cut it nice and smoothly along the waist side of the line then. So once you have your timber, you're going to take the two 65 centimeter lengths and you're going to place them with the corrugated side with the grooves facing down, side by side. Put a little bit of glue on and you're going to take two of the shorter pieces then and place them on top. This is going to be your bottom of your box. Like this, drill down and screw your two shorter pieces, the 23.5 centimeter pieces, down like this, and this will hold the bottom together. Then you take two of your 70 centimeter length pieces and do the same thing. Now what you're going to need for this is some small lengths of 2x1 or some waste timber. You can glue them and screw them down to this, the same process we did the last one. This is just to keep the two lats side by side, as you can see here. So you're going to do that twice for your two sides. That'll be the sides of your planter. So there's your bottom, showing the 23.5 centimeter pieces underneath. Take a little bit of your adhesive, run it along the end of your bottom piece, just like that, and take one of the other shorter pieces, hold it up, drill it. Because you're screwing in very near the bottom of the piece, you need to drill it so that it doesn't crack or split on you. Then take one of your screws and just drill it in. Now if you're using a screwdriver, this is going to take much longer. If you can get your hands on a drill and an electric screwdriver, it'll save you a lot of time. Drill both sides and screw it. So that's held with adhesive and screws, so that's going to be very strong. So you do that in both ends and your piece should look like this. So turn it up on its side. Take, as you can see there, split already. Take your side pieces of your box and you sit it down onto it like this. Now you can use adhesive here as well just to help secure this a bit more. And you screw that down. You do that on both sides. When you come back, then you can stick on adhesive and you just stick in your last two little bits of your 23.5 centimeter decking. Sits in just like this. Screw it in, drill it and screw it, and voila. That is the assembly part of your planter done. So your box should look like this now. Next thing you need to do is to drill a few holes in the bottom to allow some water to escape. So when you have your plants planted and your peat moss in it or your earth, you need to leave room or some holes for the water to drain out. So when you drill your holes, get your preservative, whatever it is. I'm using Danish oil here, and just dab a few heavy bits onto where you've drilled the holes so that the preservative goes down into it and might just make this bottom of the box last a bit longer. So give it a good coating all the way around. So with this Danish oil, it says that for any timber used outside, I have to give it 3 coats, which is what I do, making sure to get the end grain, get loads of the preservative soaked into the end grain. So anywhere where you cut the decking and the end grain is showing, you need to put loads of preservative there and let it soak into it. That's the bottom of the box done there. Turn it around. So as you can see here, doing the end grain where I cut the planks, getting loads in there. It says to apply it liberally, so just put loads of the preservative on. Put enough on. This is going to be out in all kinds of weather and it's going to have wet moss in it, so it needs to be well protected. And once you have it preserved, let it dry, give it 3 coats, and that's it. So plant your little flowers, and this is what you should turn out with. Thanks a million for watching.